circuit and the oval Daniel mentioned earlier, which is no longer in use after earthquake damage.
Yeah, just looking at the history of the oval, they ran IndyCar from 2007 up. He's got a good history here in Japan for the stock 600s. He's done a wildcard in WSBK, and he's really flexing that experience now. 155.584.
Brilliant. So we can expect him to be in the mix for sure.
Improvements again from Sharjun Tong. He's knocked off another 2 seconds at 2:02.783. So Sharjun Tong just slowly eating away at the gap.
As Roy on our screens now, he's been at or near the front, or at least within touching distance for this whole session.
Nanta now, he's responded on 155.556. Let's see what Azroy does as he comes across the line now.
Yeah, the times are bunching up in those 155s, aren't they? Just 0.25 covering the top 4.
Here's a young talent on screen now, Veda Ega. So again, the challenge, as you mentioned, would be for him in regards to his physique. It's a track with 30 meters of elevation that you mentioned, so it's going to be challenging. Braking over here is it's going to be really heavy on his upper body, so it's a challenge for Veda, but he is very much a very talented young rider. The Rebel Rookies Cup the other day, he led the race momentarily as well, so he's no slouch. We've seen what he can do on the 250s. We've seen him a few times on the 600s.
We can expect him literally to grow into this class.
Yeah.
See Razor Danica rejoining. Razor currently 7th. His best time 156.7, 1.3 off the top. Just a light breeze here at Motegi. And just from where we're sitting in the commentary box, we can see the exit of turn 14, the victory corner. And the speeds that they're hitting as they come across the finish line are really quick, and this isn't the longest straight. There goes Azroy, number 20.
Has just been so impressive, a 155.383. So, by the looks of things, I think we can very much expect 154, a high 154 to come around, maybe in practice 2 or practice 3, if not qualifying. Qualifying, especially with the different tire compound.
Yeah, they got 3 sessions today. Often we see the fastest time set in the 2nd session.
Temperatures, if I'm not mistaken, we're looking at around 26, 27 degrees Celsius at its peak, and that should be around midday. But with the cloud cover, I don't think it's going to go up to 20, 26, 27. Looks to be around a cool 25, 24.
Yeah, lovely. Like an English summer.
Yeah.
or a good English summer's day, that is. Performance should be good for everybody. Sharjun Tong, 22. Got Kengo Nagao coming up behind him. Two bikes running together. That's, yeah, Kengo Nagao passes Sharjun Tong. Let's see if Sharjun Tong can just hold on a little bit. So great to see this progress from Razor as well, so early in the weekend.
This is what we want to see. 4 riders at the top with less than a 10 between them. Kengo again improving, goes up back into 3rd. This is a proper show now. We have a Yamaha, Honda. As Helmi's still in the hot lap, Happy Watts backed off. Let's see if Helmi can find any improvements on this one.
Yeah, so that's happy.
Aggressive into the last few turns, whereas Helmi and the other Hondas are just going a bit smoother, and Helmi comes across now a 155.6, so he does not improve his lap time.
Vader just going across. As we just look across there at Indian Oil, our fuel partner for this season and the next two following that. And in P9 was Wayne Agroha for Yamaha Racing Indonesia.
To debrief, restructure, and find a way to put Reza up a few places.
Just going out on track there is Shinya Mikami, other of the wildcard riders from Tyra Promote Racing. His best time earlier, and you know, like we were saying about experienced riders earlier, specifically about Hiroki Ono at the time, but Apiwat has the experience to know exactly when to pull the pin.
Apiwat's one of those riders who does leave it late as well. He did it in the practice one session. Tonales full of Veda Ega, the young Indonesian talent on the Astra Honda racing team.
Azroy going back out. Kiatasak going back out in numbers places 2 and 6 respectively. From AP250, and he's really looking like the real deal now.
Oh, Reza Danica.
Fortunate. Just saw him, I think he just left pit lane, and now he's down.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Reza Danica. It was a session where he needed to find a bit more improvements, and unfortunately that's how practice 2 ends for Reza Danica. For now we follow his teammates Veda on that lap, but lap times drop. Apiwat has just set his fastest lap time, a 155.530. Let's follow Adinanta on this push lap.
Yeah, Adinanta, that was right on his good pace. So this should be, like you said, a push lap for Adinanta. That will be good to see.
Personal best again from Chajun Tong, a 159.4, so he's closing the gap further. Adinanta Putra as he tips it into the right, going downhill. Adinanta Putra, he's just been looking more and more comfortable on that 600cc machinery. Tanat has just actually put in his personal best. 156.932 for Tanat Lamplio. I think that's Reza's bike still on the side there. Unless someone else has fallen.
Just watching Adinanta coming through that sweeping, flowing section of the circuit. He looks really good. Looking quite light, but under control. Him through the final tunnel.
Apiwat just shot up to third, so pushes Adinanta Putra down into fourth. Apiwat at 155.004, but let's see whether Adinanta can respond immediately. He comes across the line now, 154.864 for Adinanta Putra. He regains a position back up into third 2 rounds, and it's just not come together. Whoa, big whip from the rear tire there. That was for Kiatisak. The decent group that we're looking at, it's Veda Iga, Helmi Azman, Kiatisak.
all these riders are going to get another flying lap after this one.
Help me aggressive on the inside there of Veda Ega.
That's it. We were talking about that sharp edge that he seems to have acquired. Is really just what he needs to achieve his potential.
Yeah, you can see the Helmi just has the strength to really put the bike in, push that front down, and really brake harder later into certain corners, where Veda, he probably just doesn't have that weight and strength to push it down. There goes Helmi aggressive on the inside, and he gets on the throttle also a bit earlier than Veda. That could also be effective. Veda just trying to avoid Helmi there.
That's it. He's got some space now.
Tango Naga has yet to set a fast lap.
Yeah, this will be the penultimate lap as they make their way up to complete this one. Changing here. Surprisingly, perhaps not. Some of the wonderful flora growing here on top of this mountain of Motegi. It was McKinley Carl Paz for Yamaha Technique Racing Team Asia. Happy Wax teammate. 10th was Veda Ega Pratama for Astra Honda.